Hello, Western New York. Just step outside for a little walk. And most of the gladiolus dogs are all knocked down. Might cut them, off, probably a little later, or just calm down, whichever, when the spring's good. Well, the irises look like they're popping up. My mom's irises. They're getting ready. Wonder how this thing's gonna do, Well, I don't see any daffodils over around in here popping up. Then again, this time of the year, probably wouldn't expect them anyways. Well, blueberry bushes look good so far. I wonder how this one does every time it keeps on getting knocked down. Yeah, we'll see what happens, I kind of hope to get some good fruit this year. Well, it looks like I'm going to need to do a little bit of weeding of the grasses that are, well, broke that off by accident. And I had to be careful. On the other hand, nothing wrong with the occasional break, because most plants will heal from the damage that you accidentally caused to it. And besides, a little bit of pruning is actually beneficial. You actually have to prune your flowers. Well, you have to prune your bushes. So, roses, blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, your trees, all of it. Otherwise, you don't get a good fruit set, you don't get a good flowers, you don't get anything that's good. So if I knock off a branch or two, it's alright. So long as the main stuff is alright. Where's Mom's roses? Now I know I got some bleeding hearts in here. I kind of hope that they come up. It'd be nice if they did. Kind of wonder if the honeyberries here are going to produce any fruit. Well, flowers for that matter. Fruit would be nice. A jostaberry. Gooseberries right here. I got this stick right here. I kind of wonder what it's going to do. Black currant. Actually, it's a clove currant. Got this wild rose here. Let's see what happens with it. First, got the grapes. Red currants. And we got the some more gooseberries. Along with these things. Well, more gooseberries. Last late spring, during the beginning of fall, well, I had some kale planted along in here. Let's put it this way, I don't think they survived the winter. I know they can make it through a winter if you get like a load, if you get like a hoop house or something. Again, who knows, maybe they'll surprise me and produce some greens. The grapevines, so far they look okay. Might have to do a little bit of trimming on that one and on a couple of the others. These are nice. Ice is always slippery. Kind of hope this thing comes back. The way it was growing last year. I didn't like the way it was growing. So I kind of cut it back. So hopefully the energy will go up as opposed to that way. But we'll see what happens. It's here. It ended up cutting down the one shoot because it would otherwise go up under here and concentrate on this one for obvious reasons. Of course, as always, I kind of hope that my grapevines make it. Especially this one that my mother accidentally cut. Mothers, you gotta laugh, you know. I mean, there are times when that's all you can do. And we'll see what this one does. Question is, what's this wild rose back here is gonna do? There's no way I can get it out because I'd have to remove a few things. Right there's the wild rose. And here's the grape. The wild grape over there, like I mentioned, I'm debating on either letting it grow, see what happens with it. Mainly going to probably use it for pollinating if I don't like the fruit on it, or alternatively just get a better variety. You know, like Candace. Okay, the gladiolus is over here. Again, some of them are dying. Have died. They've gone through their cycle. We got some growth. We got some growth. That's either crocuses, or tulips, or daffodils. At least we got some popping up. At least we got some popping up right in here. I'd have to, and some more right in here. Probably a few more around the area. Once you know what you're looking for, you can spot them. Kind of hope the gladioluses make it. Now let's see here. Is there any growth popping up? Well, none that I can see. Wish I got down real good and close, then I might be able to spot them. When it comes to the raspberries, I am obviously going to cut out the yellows, because the full crop's the one you want. In case of a fall raspberry or blackberry, in case, you know, depending on what you got. And then I'm gonna go through them, and I'm gonna cut out the canes that are weak, that are spindly, like this one right here. I'm gonna cut him out. And this one over here, I mean, there's probably a couple others I'll probably end up cutting out because they're not good. They're not in a good spot. They're too small, or maybe they're too badly damaged from the winter, or maybe they're just too crowded, which does happen, and especially in a patch that's well established. That does happen. I'm going to need to do some work back here with this willow. Did a little bit on it. Probably going to need to do a lot more. Maple tree. We'll see what happens with it. And I'm going to end up having to do some cleaning up of the yard. Blackberries seem to be doing just fine. So that one over there. I don't know about this one. I'd have to double check on it. Looks like it got a bit of length, that's for sure. Probably should have trimmed it when I had the chance. I'd still do. Strawberries. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Like raspberries, I'm going to need to do a little bit of trimming, you know, remove the excess growth, the parts that have tip rooted, a couple other things, you know. Of course, the damaged ends. Maybe get some bee spray for that hornet's nest. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with the wild raspberry bush is here. Maybe I'll thin them out, you know, or just cut them down, whichever. Or maybe even dig them up. They were just a test anyways. Black raspberries, as mentioned. I'm going to do some trimming, cut out the broken ones. Trim up the, you know, the stuff that's damaged, it's tip rooted and all that sort of stuff. You know, do a little bit of cutting on that sort of stuff. And of course, here's my compost pile, and that is not part of it. On the other hand, depending on the situation, I might utilize that for something. I'm not sure what. Hugelkultur is acting as standing okay, I guess. Probably going to add some more to the pile when I get a chance. Again, with the black raspberries, going to do some trimming, doing some thinning, that sort of stuff. Elderberry bush here looks okay, as does this one, although I'm not an expert on them. Yeah. This is was a piece of that I cut from there. I was doing some thinning last year. Again, fall raspberries. I'm gonna, cut them down. The Heritage and the Killarney. I mean, the Heritage and the Polono. One of the neighbors got their kids out. The Fall Gold raspberry again. The Carolina might do the same thing with the Beyond. And I'm gonna do some trimming of the broken stalks and stems of the blackberries I got here. Let's see here. I need to do a little bit of checking around over in here, because this is about where I put in the bulbs, and kind of wonder how they survived the winter. That's a good height. I need to add to it. When I get a lot, when it gets good and warm, I'm gonna do some mowing. Before all the growth comes. I mean, there might be some areas that I don't mow because it's not convenient for me to mow because of one reason or another. Like the fact that it's real close to a swampy location. If I can get this thing covered in some good debris and whatnot, and then follow with a bunch of dirt, probably last me quite a while. And of course, see if I can borrow a chainsaw or three, do some cutting. That'll be fun. Or I could just use another of my own saws and just, I got a lot of material that I can utilize. This is gonna be something when I get it good. I mean, it's probably gonna take me a few years to get things the way I want them, because I want to see about putting in some fruit trees. Apples, pears, that sort of stuff. Maybe get the fence fixed, make a proper trellis out of it. Probably gonna till this up, because I don't know, I mean, it's not good for tilling, I don't think. Still, I mean, there's a lot of resources around in here I could utilize. Ground's not perfect, but then again, you're never going to find a patch of dirt that's perfect. But this patch of dirt's utilizable. If I get the fence fixed up just right and utilize it as a trellis for growing peas, beans, cucumbers, maybe some small melons. Oh, there's that cat. How you doing? Obviously he made it through the winter. Yeah. Obviously I'm going to do some... I might come out here with a scythe, do a little bit of hacking and whatnot. Cut down this stuff, cut it down, that way it'll degrade by the time, be starting the process of degrading that when I come around to do some mowing. and that sort of stuff. That'll be fun. There's a couple of spots that are still standing and all that sort of stuff. Let's see if the flower bulbs are planted in here are doing anything yet. Let's see if anything are trying to pop up. Might be a little difficult. How you doing, kitty? You are the most pathetic cat I've ever heard. And yet I can never catch you. See? I try to get close to this creature, and it runs. I wonder who's more pathetic. I gotta laugh. I gotta laugh. I can never catch that cat. Well, annoyingly enough, I don't see any shoots popping up yet over in here. But it's late February. I'll give them time, you know. I mean, I got a little bit of everything in here, you know. I got crocuses, I got tulips, I got daffodils, I got irises, and a lot of different bulbs. And I got a good old mix in here, so not surprising. I know this much though, I'm going to have fun this year. You know, going to see about adding in, you know, a lot of dirt and compost on top of here. I mean, I got a bunch of bags of the stuff. Add that on top. See what happens. Of course, watch this changes from a pile of sticks, and of course dirt and compost, and becomes something beautiful. Especially as the seeds germinate and all that sort of stuff. Watch this piece of land changes from nothing but goldenrod and Chevelle. It turns into something that's productive. And that's a lot of glass that I'm going to have to clean up. And that'll be fun. Along with the other trash that's around in here. I mean, last year we had goats in here. Well, one neighbor had goats in here. That's why the fence is up. She raised goats for meat. And then another neighbor tried raising pigs. That didn't pan out too well. course, let's see what happens, you know. Gonna see about doing some cutting, cut down some of these things, you know, break them down. I think I might just do some of that now, you know, give nature a head start, you know. That's, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of garbage and junk, and I'm gonna be busy on this. This is gonna be a project. It'll take at least a couple of years at any rate. Convert this from an unused field into a very nice garden. Yeah, this is my project. So I changed this from nothing but a piece of fallow land into something gorgeous. Well, this is Western New York. Please subscribe if you like this. Post comments, click on the like button, and all that sort of stuff. Okay. Goodbye.